Hey, KB, can you? Oh no, you're on. So do you have your other phone? Can you kind of keep up with comments?
Yeah.
All right, welcome everybody. We'll go ahead and get our intro started. Whoa. Welcome to Gridiron Guys. First episode of Gridiron Guys. So what is Gridiron Guys? Obviously, all three of our hosts and all guest hosts are associated with the Gridiron, being semi-pro this way. We will be covering right now primarily Carolinas in our area that we know most about, but we are more than willing to branch out to anyone and everyone across the country that's involved in football. And we're going to keep this going. We'll talk about NFL, college as it comes, arena, and what other leagues might pick up. And just also another little side note, we are not directly affiliated with any leagues, Sunshine Bowl, any other events like that. Just three guys that enjoy football and like to talk about it. All right, so let's go ahead and meet our hosts. First up, we got KB. KB, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, Facebook, YouTubers, whatever we're streaming on. Gridiron Guys. See a couple people checked in. Mail, what up? You, what up? This is our baby. It's in its infancy stage. Gridiron Guys, we're here just to, like a barbershop style talking football. We're going to be having some good debates. We're going to be inviting different people in. It's going to be real fun, man. Something that the semi-pro and just football in general needs. So thank you guys for all taking on, and welcome along.
All right, next up we got Will.
What's good, everybody out there, man? My name is Will. My affiliation is it's the current CFA Players Association president, current commando defensive tackle. A little bit of a background, member of the Fayetteville Commandos, Triad Outsiders, Ardell Warriors, the Herd, played college ball at Fayetteville State. So I got a little bit of experience about the gridiron. So man, it's gonna be some pretty interesting shows, topics, and all that good stuff, man. So this is no holds barred. Opinions are well taken into consideration, and let's talk some football.
And y'all bear with us, man. This is in its infancy stage. We're looking to have a call-in number. If you got a question that you want to ask one of the hosts or one of the guests we bring on, just put it in the comment section. We'll get to it. And we appreciate your patience, man. Shout out to Savage. Savage just checked in. Savage, what up?
All right, guys. Finally, you got me, Alan Caudell, owner of the Commandos for going on 10 years now. Previous commissioner of the UCFL, uniform plug, whatever else. I'm going to be kind of like the director and producer of this stuff. Again, like you said, we're still figuring it out, learning our platforms and getting a little bit better at it. But as we go, it'll get a lot smoother, and we'll be able to invite more guests and get more features going on, guys. All right, so that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump right in it. We got a couple special guests tonight, hopefully, and head coach Eric Graham and Walter Ford of our two different 3A and 2A national champions, respectively. So we're going to start out with a little Sunshine Bowl recap, guys.
Hey, can I give a quick shout out? We got a guy that just checked in. He needs a little recognition. MVP, the people's MVP of the CFA championship, and your 2A MVP as the people watch. Anthony Duncan, what's going on, my brother? Thanks for checking in.
D-line
right,
prime, lineman lives matter.
There you go.
All right. So little Sunshine Bowl recap, guys. We know who won. I don't have all the scores because they didn't update us completely on that. Again, running a little behind today. I had power go out for a little while, but we will get this cleaned up as we go forward, guys. So first off, we know the score of this one, the North-South Bowl between the Fayetteville Commandos and the Brooklyn Bengals. It was a good game for about 13 seconds. We shout out to Lambeau Leach for a quick little 50-yard touchdown on a screen. Struggled a little bit on offense for the next two drives with two consecutive fumbles. Turned it on from there. I think Leach had, two touchdowns. We had T.D. Messiah, Seth Smith scored one. Simmons scored one, the final one, his first one in a Commandos uniform. Any other insight to that game, guys?
And possibly the last pass from the Pale Mamba. Can you picture that? Could that be the last pass we see from the Pale Mamba, a.k.a. Dr. Bot, a.k.a. Ryan Bot, in a Commandos uniform?
Well,
He's been a part of the Commandos for a few years. I mean, but we're not going to jump off topic real quick. Let's do a little recap, but that was very important to say. He asked anything about that game.
Okay, well, to get back to that game, I would like to say the defense came out heavy, popped them right in the mouth. Obviously, it felt like it is the Olympic season, so you had to set your alarms to catch that game there, being a 10 o'clock game. So I mean, a lot of people had to wake up early, get the breakfast, and get right to it, man. It was a lot of hard hitting early in the morning, man. Commandos jumped out early and never looked behind.
If you're gonna keep it in the Olympic theme, I would definitely say the Commandos receive a gold medal for scoring 50 points that game. It was a very one-sided game. That I didn't see too many first downs by the other team. Not a lot of passes completed. They did have a scoring drive. They mustered a scoring drive of like 28-0. But shout out to the Brooklyn Bengals for showing up. They had a team bus. They had a lot of guys there. But, it's just a little kind of different read of football than south of the Mason-Dixon line, man. It's always been said.
That 50 was a lot more than 12, huh?
Hey, I have a comment section. Is from Jacob Poston, and it says Jacob Poston had a good game.
Jacob Poston, let's look on the roster.
Jacob Poston, you had a couple good plays. Let's go with that one.
Wait a minute. It says, wait a minute. The comment is from Jacob Poston, and it says Jacob Poston had a good game.
Oh, man. Little self-promotion there, I see. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next one, the Independence Bowl between the Soldier Force of the NDFL and the Franklin County Chargers. I want to say
I got to meet some of those guys, man. Those guys are pretty cool guys, man. The Soldier guys, they're some pretty cool guys.
I don't quite remember the score on that one, but I know the Force won like 22-6 or something like that.
Well, it was a pretty low score game that started off. They jumped out early, 7-0, and then it took a little minute. You know, it was a pick around the 2-yard line. And like the defenses were really on a bend don't break mentality and till the end pretty much.
Hey, Al, are you keeping a tally? Let's go back to the first game. How many points did the Commandos defense score? Did they score any?
Not directly this time, no.
Okay. And Soldier Force, I did see a touchdown with Soldier Force.
Was that?
We have a comment. We have a comment by CD. He said, "What in the Reed Ross field is going on?" Okay. Shout out to Champion. I've been playing with his brother for quite some time, since '98. Big Rob McCurry. He got himself a championship, man. Congratulations. I'm proud for you, brother.
All right, moving on to the 3A National Bowl game between the Woodland Tigers and the 300 Spartans out of Texas.
Heavyweight match.
That one, I didn't catch a lot of it. I know I wasn't at the field for a little while. I do know when I got there, it looks like the Tigers had it well in hand. Unfortunately, it ended a little early with some a little extracurriculars on the field, but the Woodland Tigers brought that one home.
Hey, good job by both teams. So it was an evenly fought battle. The numbers were even. If you look at the sidelines, I always kind of look at that just to see, you know what I mean, who prepared better. You know what I mean? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more, though. But while we're doing this, I got a quick couple shout outs from the check-in. CJ George said, "Yo, Will Jacobs, you're giving me Sean Wood vibes." All right. And Anthony Duncan says, "Thanks for playing for his Busch Garden Chips trip hoodie." And Ray Mumford says, King Petty says, "Shout out to Allen." Okay. And where do you go to get your grub at halftime of any football games for the Fayetteville Commandos? Anybody know? Big Dibs Barbecue. Big Dibs BBQ, where you can get from gizzards to chicken wings to fries. Big Dibs is what you want to be have your refreshments. If y'all peeped the commercial was during the championship game throughout. And y'all, hey, listen, what y'all really need to wait for is the top 25 list. I cannot wait to debate. Y'all get y'all pens, pencils, Sharpies, whatever you write with, ready.
All right, moving forward. We have the primetime game, the 3A AFNT National Championship game between the North Carolina Rebels and the Leander Wolfpack out of the Texas United Football Association. The Rebels out of the Coastal Spring Football League. Defending 3A national champions whenever the Sunshine Bowl had the full season, spring season before COVID hit. Good, hard-fought battle. You know, most of the game, Rebels showed why they are one of the best teams in the country by just laying it on and keep working and bringing out that 20-point victory.
Grab him and hold him. Grab him and hold him. That's what you got to do when you kick that ball off the jump, man. So a lot of hidden controversy around this game. It's like it's been said when the Carolinas play a team from Texas that there is a Texas mole, Texas counterintelligence that will give character traits, give playbooks, you know, to make sure Texas would beat North Carolina. I guess they didn't get the intel to kick it to the little musclehead pocket rocket. He has like 9 different names on. So, how much time are you serving to have 9 accounts on social media, man? They're not going to know who you are. I just want to know. He
really got to be serving a life sentence in Facebook jail.
Life sentence. Will I
Life
ever be?
Six.
Do I need just delete the Jaquez Austin page?
I got
Oh,
seven.
no.
I got seven different friends, and they're all him. Every one of them.
What are you doing on social media, man? What are you doing, my brother?
But like the piggyback off what you said, man, about not kicking it to him. I mean, his highlights are all over social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, you name it. I guess when it comes down to it, it's like when you tell a kid something is hot, don't touch that stove, it's hot. They want to touch that stove for themselves. And
Breaking up, Will.
Got that robot
touch
going
that
on.
stove, and 11 seconds into the game, the Wolfpack found out 11 seconds into the game that stove was hot.
Hoodie Willie, Ray said you need to upgrade your service. Anthony Duncan comments, a lot of helmets didn't make it back to Texas.
So right now we're waiting on Eric. He had some prior engagements. He's going to get on here as soon as he can. We're going to move through these next two because we have Walter Ford waiting for us on the line. So first game of the second day was the Sunshine National Bowl game between the Virginia Storm, who the week prior won their league, the Alliance Football League, and then played the Virginia Silverbacks out of the UEAFL. That game was another blowout to open up the day. I think with 44-6 or 42-6 or something like that.
I got a history of both of those organizations. I played against both of those organizations. Very good organizations. Shout out to Chris Weeks. Man, way to do that thing. Way to take a game on short notice. Get your team together and pull off that kind of impressive victory, man. That was pretty awesome, man. I mean, not taking a break, jumping right into it. Kind of a home game for you, but it was still a little travel. But shout out to Chris. Both teams were from VA, so nobody really had that advantage. But that's awesome that organization was able to put that together in such short notice. They stepped in for the Sharks that decided to bow out because I can understand that reason. Not want to take the game on short notice.
All right, second game of that day, the 2A National Bowl game between the Iredell County Warriors out of the CFA League and the Cecil County Chaos, who filled in at the last moment 2 days prior. Shout out to them for making that trip and doing what they could to make that happen. Short notice, no time to prepare. They did what they could, but it was 44 to, I think it was 6, Will?
44-6. That was a good game for about 4.5 minutes.
Shout out to the IDC. Hey, but listen, the IDC were at a disadvantage also. Imagine going into a boxing match and you prepare for one opponent, and then 2 days going in, they say you fighting somebody else. I mean, you don't know if you got Mike Tyson or are you fighting? They didn't end up fighting Mike Tyson. They but it's still tough.
Absolutely.
They did.
Major shout out to that organization. Major shout out to that organization down there in Ardell because I mean, like you said, man, they were preparing for one opponent and then boom, they got a whole different opponent.
And thank you, Cecil County, for coming out and being a tomato can. I mean, an opponent for somebody to play, but definitely got a taste of what it is to, what we do down here in North Carolina. Where is Cecil County at? Anybody give me no?
Pennsylvania, I believe.
Pennsylvania.
Wow.
Those guys, they need to shop with 2A Designs after seeing those jerseys.
Oh my goodness. Cecil County jersey.
All right. Now we're going to move on real quick so we can get Coach Ford on here. Finishing up the Sunshine Bowl events was the 2A AFNT National Championship game. The Fayetteville Ducks knocking off the Virginia Mutiny. Fayetteville Ducks were CFA champions. Virginia Mutiny was the AFA champions, 13-12. That was a hard-fought battle. The Ducks pulling it off at the last second. the rain came down for a good 3 or 4 minutes at the end of the game. But great game.
I mean, that's what they like to do. Now, me and Walter Ford we played ball for years, but we've had history with the Mutiny. We played the Mutiny when we were the Fayetteville Cardinals back in the day at Reed Ross John Daskell Stadium. Had a good time playing them boys. I don't remember the score. I know we won, but shout out to the Mutiny. They had a great season. Fell a little short, but man, these teams from Fayetteville are beating people into retirement, making them contemplating playing football ever again. That's tough. That's what you want to do. You want to impose your will and make someone quit football. That is the ultimate goal, especially when you don't know.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go ahead and add Coach Ford into here. Connected.
All right. As we wait on Coach Ford to come in, check out those background pictures. Got a little bit of everybody in there.
Got some Carolina Bears. That are like some PD Vikings. Oh, there's Coach right there.
What's going on, Coach Ford?
Yo.
Congratulations, my brother.
Appreciate it. Hold on, I'm driving down to Florida with I got my girls in the car. Can you hear me?
Oh,
that's where you gotta. That's where you go when you win a championship.
They headed to Disneyland already, guys. They going to Disneyland already.
Hey, didn't know you like to get wet though. Watch out for them fountains.
Where's the White House visit?
Hey, you crazy, boy? You crazy? What's going on?
Not much, man. So, Will, you got the first question, Will.
Okay. First off, congratulations on the hard-fought battle and win. Way to put on for Fayetteville as well and the state of North Carolina, Coach.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
My first question for you: What would you say? What would you say was the turning point of that game?
Turning point of the game. Of course, the last touchdown was a turning point. That desperation, we tried to hold it together, and we just happened to get one. We just happened to be open, and he caught it and made it happen from there.
He seemed to be open. He seemed to be open all game. So I didn't know if it was a setup or a bait situation. Because I know you a mastermind behind the clipboard.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this, Will. It was we came down there we got a new quarterback. All right. Of course, we had my son as a quarterback. He was the backup, but we wasn't planning on using him. But we had a new quarterback back there, so we had to make a lot of adjustments. We had a few new guys, like I say, we have from we only to add 5, so and we had a lot of guys didn't show, so we had to make a lot of adjustments. But other than that,
next man up,
and we struggled during the game. Things weren't smooth, but like you said, we stuck it out during the whole season, the whole game, and came out with the win.
Okay.
You guys came in undermanned. I was looking at the sideline. I was a little nervous. The other team was deep talking. And like you said, your quarterback, shout out to the Red Ranger, had to move. You had to start with a fresh new quarterback. But a couple things to stay consistent. One I like to point out is Anthony Duncan. You've moved him into the interior. He's been causing havoc all season. What do you have to say about the growth of that young man?
He's gotten better as far as maturity wise to a certain degree. He still got a little bit to go. we moved him interior, so because as a DN, of course, you got outside contain. Duncan tends to go down. He tends to lose containment all the time, so he like to jump down inside. So we decided as a coaching staff to go ahead and put him in the interior so he can cause a little bit more havoc in the interior. He seemed to be a lot better defensive lineman in that position. So
man, I watched this kid grow into a young man. Another thing that remained consistent for a very long time is your center. Rob McCurry. Talk about how his veteran leadership kind of like held the team together, because I've seen things can get out of control a little bit on social media. He's always that guy to come in and say, hey, we don't do this. Hey, we don't do this. Me, you, and Rob have history since 98. We've been playing ball together. But to see it all come, all that hard work and black dirt in our nose coming, you guys bring a championship to Fayetteville. Let's talk about Rob's leadership. You remember, Rob wasn't a leader initially. Rob was one of those loose cannons. I didn't want to tell those kids that. Like, Rob was the ones that we had to, come on, man, we don't do that.
Rob, you could fight you, spit on you. So, yeah, we of course, as you get older, your mindset change, your temperament change, everything changes as you get older. So, when I first brought him in and asked him to play for me, and he without hesitation came in and brought that vet leadership with him. So, brought his maturity, of course. He's older than me. So, he brought that big brother, the uncle, that father figure type mentality to the team, and that's what we need. Some of them guys need that.
Yeah, shout out to Big Rob, man. Rob is an amazing guy. I've been knowing that brother for some years.
Right.
And we always, share stories, have conversations. We'll meet up in the gym, talk for hours just about old stuff, man.
Right.
Alan.
Yes, sir.
You got a question? Comment?
Well, he just commented. I saw it in the game. I think it was the third quarter. I saw you using on Mike Jones a little bit on offense. Had a big catch in the third quarter.
Oh, that was huge.
That was
huge. Bro,
Mike Jones,
Third down.
Well, what happened was on that particular play we needed, I got kind of upset at one of my receivers. He wasn't blocking like I asked him to. He didn't do well. I asked him to close the block. Coming out has a very high football IQ. So when I believe we snapped the ball, they jumped off sides, we got the flag, Mike just took off. Free play. Ran the seam, he's wide open. Quarterback found him, hit him right there. So that was a great thing. Like I said, high IQ comes along with maturity. So, of course, Mike is one of our leaders on the team. And it was just heads up, good, smart heads up play.
Shout out to Mike Jones to probably not caught a ball all season, to jump into a championship game and catch a football. That is tough.
Yeah,
Huge third down conversion.
Oh yeah, definitely. Most definitely. We like I said, we struggle. Usually do okay at. And of course we played the Mutiny. They've been around a long time. I think I played them. I think Kenny, we played them a long time ago, right?
Yeah, man. And I still got the VHS tape.
Yeah. So, they've been around a long time, and going into that I watched a little film on them, and not a shot at them, but I didn't see anything that I haven't seen before. I mean, like I said, I ain't taking nothing from them. They played great defense. They did a wonderful job on offense, and we just took advantage of what we had, what they gave us. We took what they gave us. So,
man, you beat the team into retirement. Like we said, they've been around a long time, and they were so crushed by that loss that they ceased operations, man. That's like icing on the cake for a football team to do somebody.
All
It's
70
been around
plus
for
of
that
those
long.
players. All 70
Unreal.
plus of those players.
Well, my thing is, were they talking about that previously before the game?
Man, I didn't hear none of that. Like they were like undefeated season. I went back to their page and they were talking about, just regular operation. Like
Right.
this is
Olympic.
not the last one. Win this one for the gupper. None of those speeches like that. It was just,
Yeah.
Olympics has
here.
fallen.
Yeah. Like I said, maybe they had it planned. Maybe they had, maybe they were talking about it previously. They just never said anything about it. For me, there's nowhere in the world I can end it on that.
No.
There's no way.
Absolutely not.
There's no way in the world I can end it like that. So, and plus, I don't think they were undefeated. I think they lost one, I believe.
That was a home game. I'm not going to do that in front of my fans.
No,
Shut
no.
down. I don't like making decisions off emotions like that.
Well,
I always tell players to take time, and because you know how it was, Walt, when we were in Billings, Montana, and we lost our first championship. You know that feeling it was in Billings, Montana.
That was heartbreaking. Like I said, I knew that we were going in, and when we went down to Billings, Montana, I thought, like I said, when I took that first kickoff down to the one, and the whole stadium got quiet, I thought we had it, but they stuck in, and they put some on us on that game. We almost had it. I think, we made a couple mistakes, dropped passes. But other than that, it's one of them things there, all the experience that we went through, that I be telling these young guys, it's going to happen. During the season, it's going to happen. During the year, it's going to happen. You just got to stick with it. Trust the process.
Absolutely. Trust the process. Trust the process. Well, man, listen, enjoy your trip. Congratulations on the victory.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, be safe on that down there, Coach. Congratulations again.
Wait, Coach, before you go, when's the White House visit?
Hey, look. Unfortunately, of course, we not going. It ain't none of that. It's semi-pro.
Y'all should have went down there, man. I didn't think about that. Damn, we should have went down to the White House.
I should have took a picture in front of it. Well, in front of the lawn.
That'd have been dope. That'd have been epic.
It'd have been nice. Like you said, I'm just happy also that North Carolina team went down there and got all the dubs. So that's always a good thing also. So shows everybody that I'm from Virginia, but I'm coming out of North Carolina with everybody from North Carolina. So I'm with you, and that was a good thing too. So I enjoyed that.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Well, once more, congratulations again, Coach. Drive safe down there to Florida. You guys have an amazing trip.
All right. Appreciate y'all. Y'all
Yes,
take
sir.
care. All right.
Man, wonderful story. Wonderful story, that guy, man. Been knowing him for a long time.
I can't get out.
Been doing the
I can't get out, baby.
There we go. I think we got Eric Graham about to hop on here,
Netflix
guys.
If Netflix has it, they need to go ahead and pick up their story, man. Amazing season. Great backstory.
We got Eric Graham from the North Carolina Rebels about to hop on here.
Yeah, good story, man. Walt, they've been through a lot of adversities, man. They had to deal with us all this time, calling them the little brothers and all that good stuff, man. Way to fight through, persevere. Proud of them guys, man. Even though we came up short, I'm still proud of them guys.
Absolutely. Great story behind that.
We got the champ coming on.
6 times. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
We got to find out what the champ's cooking, man. We got to figure out.
Hold on. We're good. We're good.
We experienced a little bit of technical difficulties. Y'all bear with us. This is the first one. It's the first of many.
Guaranteed to only get better. Also, while we're waiting on Coach, man, we'll give you guys a shout out to True Fit. You know, if you want to get your gains on, get your lift on, cardio, sauna, and all that, going down to True Fit. Tell them KB sent you, man. Ask for Kim Brown.
There you go, man. Let me go to the comment, man. Let me go to the comments. Mike Rogers, welcome. Definitely gonna have you as a guest in the very near future. Stay in
Appreciate
contact.
everybody tuning in.
Yeah, I got some Chris Koo, Mike Jones. Who? Jones. Mike Jones.
That was all in the comment section in the championship game.
And then Anthony Duncan said party at Mansions.
Oh,
A little
man.
bit too. I done had too many birthdays to be partying at the mansion. So I'm gonna let you young guys handle that.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, shout out to everybody checking in, watching, man. We're waiting to get 6-time champ,
Oh, there he is.
head coach.
There's
of the-
Thanos.
Yeah, of your Rowdy Rebels. Well, you can. Matter of fact, let's let his partner in crime set it off.
Yeah, go ahead, Alan.
All right. So welcome, old Coach E, Eric Graham.
What up?
Been a long time since those Blue Raiders from back in 2015, man.
I don't know nothing about that. I know nothing about that.
You know, a lot of guys, talk about, teams started in the mud. The Rebels started from another team, had some problems with the head coach and ownership, had to make some jerseys 1 week before a game.
2 days.
Finished
2
it
days.
out 2 days before a game. Finished it out, and now sitting here, 6-time champ, 2 leagues, 2 special events, and 2 Sunshine Bowl national championships.
Man, congratulations.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Congratulations.
So you you're sporting a new color Rebel shirt now. Is that a red one now?
I mean, it's a little something, just a little tester, just in case we might need a new colorway. You never know.
So you saw the Wolfpack's helmets and the colors?
Sometimes you gotta do, right? Nah.
They had a
They never
lose color match. Dang, they got to be blank out there.
They got to wear the penny jerseys.
Good old practice. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, so I'll set it off, man. I got a question, and I'm pretty sure everybody who's part of an organization, coach, player that's never played for the Rebels, they just kind of want to know, like, what are the ingredients to make that winning culture that you have to be 6-time champions? Like, what are the key ingredients?
I would say you got to have coaches that are that see things a certain way. Like our coaching staff is compiled with a bunch of coaches that all could be head coaches. So the work ethic that each one puts in ultimately helps us out. And then going down to the players, we have veteran players that are somewhat enforcers of rules. Some guys that literally were from the start of this team that assist with enforcing rules, and then also listening to the players and their ideas. We give them a voice that we actually hear, and there's nothing wrong with players having a voice as long as they have facts and some type of proof behind whatever statements and comments they're making. So I'll challenge that to the death of me. If you got an idea, I love it. Tell me, but have some backing. When should it work? How could it work? Then coach it up. But ultimately, I think the and this is gonna sound bad, and I hope my players ain't hearing it the wrong way when I say this, but I trust us as the coaching staff. Players will hit you with that I can't show up, or this came up or that came up. I trust the coaching staff to figure out a way to figure it out however we can with whatever we got. So ultimately, having a strong coaching staff, and luckily I have a staff that everybody could potentially be a head coach somewhere.
Oh man, some awesome stuff, and that's how it usually is. Had the Rebels been in the NFL, you probably left with maybe 2 staff members left, because normally that's how it goes. They start picking the coordinator to be a head coach, the defensive guy to be a head coach, the offensive line to be a head coach elsewhere, because they want them to bring your winning culture to their organizations. That's what they mean by them coaching trees, man. Good stuff. I hope y'all are writing this down. Every organization that wants to do better, hope you're writing this down.
There's the formula right there, fellas.
There you go. He gave it to you. I'm shocked he gave it to you, but he's a good dude, but he still say he'll outcoach you X and O's. So, hey, all right, Will, you're up next. So.
I coach for starters, congratulations.
Hold on, Will. Will, you need to pull up.
Championship.
Here you go again with this Cricket Wireless, Will. Come on now.
Repeat that question, Will. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, mouth frozen open. That's a...
Will, we lost you.
All right,
Put your hoodie on, man, so he can hear you.
Oh, well, we'll come back to you in a second, Will, whenever you your video starts working again. So obviously, you know, the game was close for a good portion of it.
A text message that came in for store.
Text message mess up your video, man. Time to upgrade.
Text message.
Congratulations, yet another chip.
Uh-oh.
I said congratulations now.
Can't hear you, bud.
Yeah, Will, you're killing us.
We know you're driving, man. We're just trying to make it clear for everybody.
I'm gonna have to go back and read these comments. I'm gonna have to pull up on some people.
Nobody said that. Your boy BT is he holding it down for you in the comment section, and nobody's saying nothing at the moment.
He the one texting.
All right, so it was a close game for a good portion. Was there ever a point where you were kind of worried about how the momentum was going in the game?
Well, I worry probably more than anybody. So before every game, I'm probably a nervous wreck compared to my other coaches. They always try to tell me to calm down, but I can't help it. It's just that's how I'm built. I want to worry until the game is over. So I would say, obviously that 4th down conversion that they had where we didn't know if they were going to pull a commando move and do the pooch punt or if they were going to go for it. And we got caught slipping in the middle of communications. They snapped the ball, completed, and dude was picking them up, putting them down, and he went and scored on that play. So, but I also felt like they had yet to see the physicality that we play with. So I think that kind of let me know that we were going to be all right. The fact that my guys were not feeling any type of way about after they scored. It was literally, okay, our turn. And then for us to be able to answer the way we did, and literally I don't want to sound like I'm talking trash, but we had a lot of bump, and I don't think they could handle that for the duration of the game.
Now,
Awesome stuff, man.
Now, kind of building on to that, what were you thinking whenever they kept kicking that thing deep to your all-star, all-world kick returner there?
I appreciate it.
They didn't read.
And I'm not taking anything away from Jacquees because Jacquees is really good at returning. I think we all know that. But our guys actually put in effort to block.
Absolutely.
Like a lot of time in minor league football, you'll get guys that want to become fans in the middle of a play and watch what a person's doing. Well, we have a lot of guys that are younger that are trying to prove a point, on this team so they can move into regular defensive, offensive roles next year. And then we still have guys that are starters who are not selfish and don't want to be on the special teams. So we got guys that literally buy into whatever it is. You got guys proving a point and guys sacrificing for the team that are literally out there trying to knock somebody's head off. And they actually put effort into it. So yes, Jacquees is phenomenal at returning, but I also got to give credit to the guys that put the effort in that kind of go under the radar that are actually out there blocking. Like if you watch it on replay, there's guys blocking all the way till he's in the end zone on almost every return. So the special teams coordinator, which is Cornell Barfield, he does a good job hounding the guys and making sure that they do their job the best that they can. And we always got things that we can fix for sure. But, I mean, when you got an eraser like Jacquees, it kind of helps out. So when we do make a mistake, he'll make us look good. And then sometimes we'll get that extra effort and make him look a little bit better than what he already is.
Absolutely. He is a great sticky deodorant. He will make you smell good instantly off one play, man. But, yeah, awesome stuff, man. Thanks for sharing that with us. Dude, when I seen him kicking that ball deep, and I know the other 10 guys are going to block their tail off because they want to be on the highlight tape. Yeah. But, I mean, dude, I cannot believe that they kicked that ball that many times. Will, are you back on line with us, Will?
You're on mute now.
Boy, this boy's he ain't hit no 2 cents.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on some back roads.
All right, well, you got a question for Coach E while we got him on.
All right, well, for starters, congratulations. There's a picture going around about a Grim Reaper meme with your face on it. You took out Virginia. You know, you took out Texas, Florida. A lot of people want to know who's next. Bill Goldberg, who's next?
The next on the schedule. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not going to back down from anything. If it presents itself, we'll give it our best shot. Not going out looking for anybody or challenging anybody. A lot of people are going to challenge us, but the issue that I have with that is that we offered to play and pay for field and referees, and guys turned it down several times. And now it's just like you get to the end of the season, you want to run your mouth again. And I feel like that's completely unnecessary. It's like it's almost like a rap beef. I'm going to talk about you just to get some clout real quick. And I think that's pretty stupid. I mean, it's actually embarrassing, to be honest with you. So guys that jump on posts and talking about, I think the one the other day said, Rebels report to this post. Yeah, what was that saying that Ocho Cinco had back in the day? Was it "Child Please"? Something like that. Like, come on, man! Like, don't do that. Like, you had plenty of opportunity to play us or challenge us. Don't do it at the end of the season. Like, it don't make any sense. Like, and make it worth our while. I mean, it's we don't think we're better than anybody. We put our pads on and everything just like anybody else, and we can be beat. You know, just like Maurice did. I still can't stand Maurice. Like, I don't even want to design this ring because it's going to have that 1 on the side of it from that loss from the Chiefs. So it's kind of, we're going to leave the record off of it. But I am not going to say there's somebody next. I'm not that type of person to talk trash like that. We just play our game and keep it moving. And whatever comes about, we'll give our best shot.
It's like every time you guys win, 6-time champs, it's another level of Jumanji. Somebody comes up.
It does. I mean, and we'll see how it plans out, man. I mean, it sucks because you don't even get a chance to really run your mouth because people want to tarnish what we just did by wanting to talk junk or try to set up the next match or whatever the case may be. But it is what it is. We are champions right now. We'll be champions until the next time the Nationals come back around. We'll still be defending champions, and hopefully we can get there again and perform the same way we have. I mean, it's 2 years in a row we scored 40+ in the national championship, and beat a team that we weren't supposed to beat, allegedly. And I don't know if anybody was at that game. If you were at that game, it really sounded like everybody was against us other than the people in North Carolina, and we do appreciate all the support we got from North Carolina while we were there, and as we supported and was hoping the best for everybody else too. So North Carolina went down there and took over, and that was pretty dope. I think they should bring Nationals to Charlotte since we keep winning all the games.
Absolutely. That was a very, very physical game. It was a lot of hard hits that game. A lot of hard hits. Like I know a lot of people woke up real sore.
Yeah, well, especially the guys in Texas.
Hey, it was a long ride back, man. Hey, the stars at night are big and bright.
Deep in the heart of Texas, that's what they say.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
All right, so
go ahead.
one final question for me. There's been a lot of speculation on what's going on next year. CSFL didn't have a lot of teams in there. CFA keeps adding people. Of course, there's other leagues going on. Any thought into what you guys are doing next season?
As of right now, we're still CSFL. So I don't know what's going to happen. We got a lot of time until we get to make a decision. And it sucks because a lot of times it comes off as if guys or teams or organizations don't want to play because I had one owner in particular make a statement say that they're not ready to play against us and they don't want to spend money if they don't have a chance of winning the trophy at the end. And it's kind of cowardly, but you never know. So as of right now, we're still what we are, same entity, CSFL, but we're going to weigh all our options as time goes. You know what I mean? We're fresh off of winning. We ain't worried about what league we're in next year at this moment.
Yes, sir. Anything else, guys?
Well, congratulations. Shout out to Rebel Road. Way to put on for Richlands as well as North Carolina, Coach.
It's Richlands, first off. So you're going to fix that.
I'm sorry, I forgot the S.
They put on for the lands.
Lands, not lens. Lands. Get it right.
Oh, and one last thing.
No smoke.
You want to give a review on a movie you just watched?
Went and saw Black Widow. It was all right.
It's all right.
There wasn't nothing spectacular. It was, women fighting, some dramatic music, and of course, at the end of all the Marvel movies, they leave you with something to make you say, "Oh, what's next?"
Y'all got a movie theater out there in Richlands?
Don't be coming for Richlands like that.
So keeping it to the Marvel theme, what's next for the Rebels? Can you give us a little insight?
What is next is we're about to literally review our roster, see what we got going on, do some recruiting if necessary to fill the voids. And in about a month, we're going to start practicing for spring 2022.
That's what's up, man. Good luck on the season, Coach. Thank you for coming on, and congratulations on the season again.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a good evening.
Oh, you have a good one.
You too, Coach.
You also.
Willie, where your neck at? All right, I'm gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pull up.
All right, appreciate that. Good again. Congratulations to everybody who won in the Sunshine Bowl, especially the Rebels and the Ducks pulling out the 3A and 2A AFNT national championships. Next, we want to do some matchups, guys, for different leagues as we go forward. Unfortunately, the CCFL is the only one kicking off this week, and they are in the process of moving stuff around with some teams not making it. So next week we'll pick that up with matchups and our predictions and kind of keep a record of it and see who can outpick who. Bring in some special guests every now and then to get their opinions and kind of go from there, guys. But what we're going to do now is our Carolina rankings. So these are the teams we know the most about, obviously. We all play football here in the Carolinas. There's 3 leagues right now in the fall, summer seasons that have Carolina teams, North and South. That's the CFA, the CCFL, and the ACFA. So we kind of did our rankings individually, combined them, and this is what we came up with.
Wait a minute. Are we starting from bottom to top?
Bottom to top, yeah.
Let's do it.
And
if you don't like the rankings, man, do something in the season.
If just like with other rankings out there, guys, obviously these don't mean anything. These are our opinion only.
Mean a lot.
This should be a lot.
As the season goes along, they'll move around. People will be here. People will be there. and we'll kind of go from there, guys. It's you know how you shut us up, win every damn week, and we can't say shit about it.
No, Gridiron Guys is giving out a trophy for the top ranked team at the end of the season. So it does mean a lot. We're in the Gridiron Guys.
What the
top
Raiders say,
ranked
KB?
trophy.
What the Raiders say? Just win, baby.
Just win, baby.
All right. Now, starting from the bottom, what you're going to see here, guys, is going to be a lot of newer teams that we don't know much about, haven't seen any preseason games or scrimmage games. So starting with that, number 20 is the Rayford Royals out of the ACFA. They are in a very football, I can't even think of a good word for it. There's a lot of teams here in Fayetteville area. Rayford is just outside of Fayetteville. You have the Commandos, Ducks, the Punishers, the Bears are right down the road. So that's 5 teams all in the same area trying to recruit.
Very saturated. Very talented, but saturated with teams. So may the best recruiter win. And a little history about the Royals. I think it's a combination of the old Carolina Hawks and the UGC. United God's Chosen. So, I mean, these guys got, they're a new team, but the coaching staff got a little history around the area. So look for them to be competitive in the league they're in, the league in which the Red Devils just won.
Yep.
So, I mean, not taking anything away from the league, but the Red Devils were in the finals, the last 2 times?
I believe so.
And, no diss to the Red Devils, but they don't want none of that bando. They don't want none of that bando pack. Every time they run up on that bando, they
I think one of the
this is going to be unbiased, so no more of that. I don't want.
Hey, Hugh, one of the coaches is Harvey, the old head coach of the Hawks. The owner, or one of the co-owners, is I'm dropping his name, man.
Hollingsworth.
There you go. Hollingsworth is the owner, the head coach.
Good friend of mine, man. Me and Demeet went to high school together. So me was a hell of a linebacker at 71st at the academy.
All right, moving on to number 19. The Triad Tigers, also the ACFA. They played a kind of almost like an independent schedule in the ACFA in the spring, playing against the Force, the Warriors, and then also playing against the Red Devils and a couple others in the league. Don't think they did very well. That's why they're down here, even being an experienced team. You guys know anything about them?
Well, they got the only way they can go is up. I mean, I've seen some of the scores they had. They did go against some powerhouse experienced team. They went against the IDC, the Idaho County Warriors, previous champs. Dangerous game to take. When you first getting into the league, you don't want to go up against a pit bull like that. But I mean, they played against the Red Devils, the obvious champions of their league, man. So they got some growing pains to go through, and they are too playing in a newly saturated area that's dominated by the Triad outsiders.
All right. Well, Duncan, the Wranglers aren't playing fall this year, so that's why they're not number 20. We're kind of looking at comments as we go, guys.
Okay,
going on to number 18, the South Carolina Chargers. Not to be confused with the old Electric City Chargers. This is a different team. I'm not sure exactly where they're out of. I know they are in the CCFL. Other than that, I don't have much information on them. They have some profile pictures of players on their Facebook page. Other than that, I don't know too much about them.
All right, we're just going to go to number 17. Don't know much about them.
The one thing I do know about them, though, I think they are supposed to play the Outlaws this weekend, so we'll learn something this weekend.
Oh, we might have to catch that game. Get some live Gridiron Guys review.
All right, next up, number 17, the Wilson 49ers. This has been a couple of years in the making. They are a lot of the players from the Rough Riders, new ownership, obviously, rest in peace, Coach B. Not expecting too much out of them, just same group, same core that the Rough Riders had, not seeing too much coming from them, and especially being in a very strong and competitive CFA this fall.
Oh my God. Okay, so the Rough Riders got history with the Rough Riders. Nice stadium. That's it. Nice stadium. Let's go to number 16.
Yo.
Then we got the SC Ravens.
No, but real quick. I met some good guys on the Rough Riders through all the years, man. They took some L's. They moved on to other teams, became champions. I can give you some names. Forrest Bailey was a Rough Rider. I tried to get him to, come to his senses. Jock was a Rough Rider. I knew Jock way back when, and
And my favorite old Rough Rider player when he played against us when we were the Enforcers, old Q Bullware at quarterback.
My goodness.
Through 6 interceptions. I think Coop had a couple. Corey had a couple.
Very nice stadium, nice facility. You got dressing rooms, showers, warm water, turf. All right. Number 16.
Right. At number 16, the SC Ravens. Another team out of the CCFL. They don't have a very good social media presence, so they may or may not be a team that's fallen off. We'll find out tonight after the CCFL conference call. We have a couple sources going to give us information.
Let me check. I'm texting my boy. He's in the meeting right now. I'm trying to see if I can get some insider right now.
But yeah, we don't have much information. They're a new team, guys. So until they can show us something and win or be competitive in a couple games, they're going to be down here towards the bottom.
Okay, a little bit of information about the Rough Riders. They mixed with the Stallions, and Cody, their quarterback this year. So, all right, information by Insider Dunk. Silk Johnson, was you ever I think I met you on the Rough Riders before too, man. I don't know, Silk. I can't confirm or deny, but I definitely think we bumped heads with the Rough Riders at one time. All right, let's go on to 15. The Union County Hornets.
They are another CFA team. They are not new. I forget which upstate team they were. I think they were the one that was the Spartanburg County Spartans. And then I forget what they were before that. Same ownership. Not expecting a lot of them. They have won. I think they did win some games in the NDFL this past year. But the previous season in the CFA, they did not do too hot. Had some internal issues. Ended up changing names. Looking forward to trying to just move up from there.
All right, Union County, let's go.
Shout out to these guys for not running for competition. They're coming to the CFA.
And they are. I know for sure that they're located just south of Charlotte, guys, in Union, South Carolina.
Oh, wow.
All right, next up, we have the Carolina Bengals. Out of Wilmington, they are a new team. The ownership played with the Wranglers and the old Wilmington Tigers.
See, that right there is messing up your points, man. You play with the Wranglers.
The one thing I can say about the Bengals, guys, is they are a well-organized organization. They got a good stadium set up. They got uniforms set up, cheerleaders, sponsors. They're doing it the right way, guys. They're doing it the right way.
Coaching staff. Shout out to Big Q down there.
So we'll see how that goes as they
Kind of feisty owner, man. She had a few messages for the Commandos on their way in. But
when we were in Myrtle Beach, she said that we were washed up, man. I guess we can't win no more games, guys. We are washed up. So we see.
Hey, man, wait a minute. What's the name of the team? The Carolina Bengals. Y'all ain't watched these last two natties. What we do to these cats? Y'all better watch out now. Y'all got them stripes.
Our second game of the season, week 3 in the CFA will be our matchup against them.
Man, we do well against them stripes, man. Bengals, Wildcats.
They better hope they don't put stripes on the helmets because we'll take them off. All right, moving on to number 13. The Rockingham County Grizzlies out of the CCFL. Up there in northern North Carolina, they play their home games in just over the border in Virginia, Axton, Virginia, Martinsville area. I personally never played them. I watched them play the Ducks a few years ago. Will, I know you played them, and I think KB you did as well.
Oh, the Rockingham. Okay, I thought this was
the camo uniforms.
I thought this was the Rockingham Grizzlies, the former.
Oh no, you're thinking you're thinking the Bears.
Oh yeah, Bears, Grizzlies. They switched the name to Grizzlies one time.
This is the team that's in the CCFL.
Yep, the camo team.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh man, listen, fighters.
Definitely a scrappy team.
Definitely real scrappy, man. Definitely real scrappy. I gotta see who's 12, 11, and 10. Because this team is definitely be a challenge, man. Okay, yes, I know a little bit about these guys. They come from that area they come from. They got a lot of winning high school football tradition down that area, man. They be setting a lot of records and everything, man. So yes, look forward to the Rockingham County Grizzlies to play some football, man. That's not gonna be a walk in the park.
Chad Walcott said they lost a lot of players to the Outlaws. I think really the biggest thing for them is if they can get some of those high school kids, like you said, KB, they have one of the best. I think there are two-way programs in the state. They have a lot of championships. Then they fell a little short this year, but they have a lot of championships up there.
Yeah, a lot of that championship pedigree. Then it matures, it's in that area, matures, and then become a semi-pro players, and that'll get you a good thing. And they're not saturated with a lot of teams in that area either.
All right. Now next, I forgot the S on it, but we got the number 12, the Carolina Punishers. I'm not sure what season this is for them. They're in the ACFA in the fall. They were in the CFA in the spring. This is their second year with the new blue uniform. So I think this is their fourth season. They had two in the CCFL, or one in the CCFL, one ACFA, CFA, and back to ACFA. So they're going to keep fighting. They're not just going to give up on their games. They will show up with 12 people. They were fighting for a playoff position the last couple of weeks in the CFA. I believe the last time they're in the ACFA, they won a good 5 or 6 games.
Yeah, made the playoffs. Played against the Red Devils in the playoffs. Did get a 50-piece nugget put on them. But they got the coaching staff improved. Good friend of mine, Lewis. Lewis is one of the defensive coordinators, so I expect that defense to be stout, looking to improve. Now, I would like to see that 13 and 12 matchup. I'll pay some money. I wish we could do that. I wish we could have one big league of these teams and just set matchups for opening day. That would be one I would like to see.
And I know they are. They recruited pretty heavily from our roster as well.
I'll probably lean towards the Grizzlies on that one, man. The Grizzlies have just one quarterback that's pretty athletic, man. He runs around a lot, man. And if you got some guys out there that don't like to chase, that's
man. That's what I said. I would love to see who 11, 12, and 10 is, because the Grizzlies are definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Number 11.
All right, so we ready to go to number 11. Okay.
Ooh,
the other Hornets team.
Okay, so number 11 safe. Now they battled each other. I'm pretty sure they had to play against each other. Let me see if I can.
The Hornets are CCFL again, of course. They've been around for a long time.
Very long time. Let me see. Catawba Hornets. Yeah, I love this organization, man. I love the coach. He puts in a lot for that community, that area. I met some good friends longtime friends from playing against the Hornets. They used to be a dominant force, man. They won previous championships, but they just got to right the ship, man. And the league kind of caught up with them, and they've been, been a mid-card team for a while. But I'm hearing a lot of noise coming from Hornet camp saying they are ready. I want to see if the Hornets and Grizzlies play. I'm almost sure the Hornets and Grizzlies play. I think the last championship was probably 2018. They're not too far removed from a championship.
The Hornets, I know for sure they won, 2013? First year of the
2013?
Yeah.
Can somebody help us out?
I think that was the year the Colts joined. They beat the Colts in the championship after we had to travel to the Colts twice as the Hawks.
Okay, 2013? That's it, 2018.
In 2018, I think it was
17.
the Outsiders.
Okay, well, maybe I was a little wrong, but they are lost
Still within
a couple
10 years.
key guys, but 2013 was it? Dang, that was a long time ago. I didn't think it was that long ago. But yeah, definitely know how to win. Definitely know how to win, and are a mid-card team now. But I'm hearing a lot from that camp that they are ready to make some noise and push the herd or the PD Vikings for the CCFL championship.
All right. Now moving on to our top 10. Number 10, the new team in town, the Triad Outlaws. Just had their first scrimmage game against the Carolina Bears. Won that one 28-0. They have a really solid ownership team and coaching staff out there. Looking to make some noise in the CCFL this year, guys.
Man, yeah. So that title is just not gonna be between the PD Vikings and the herd anymore. Looks like it's gonna be a four-way race with the Catawba Hornets, the Triad Outlaws, and the previous two teams that made it to the last two championships. A little bit about the Triad Outlaws, man. These guys, I seen clips from this scrimmage game against the Bears. As a scrimmage, a controlled scrimmage, they guys bring the heat on defense.
Yes.
I mean, the Bears look discombobulated right now.
Guys flying around.
I know I saw at least with 2 defensive touchdowns, at least.
Definitely would have. I don't know, that would have weighed a lot. When you play games preseason or not, they still count. So I mean, if you don't want that on your record, don't play the game. But it's definitely good work, but just be careful doing that.
If refs are there, it is considered it will count. If refs are there, it will count.
Definitely in our rankings.
All right. Number 9, we have the Tri-County Crusaders. They are back once again. Took ownership back to Coach Jones, I believe. And they actually have teamed up. I believe Cisco Payton is one of their coaches. Brought some guys with them from the Phantoms and Rams organization. So they're in the CFA with us again. They're looking to do a lot better. Last year, I think they were 4-5, just barely missed the playoffs. And looking to make a push to the playoffs this year.
Hey, this team, very talented people on both sides of the ball. With the addition of Cisco joining on, helped solidify the offense. So, someone gave me some information that the Phantoms, Rams, Bulldogs teamed up to make this Crusader team, and the Crusader had their guys also. That sounds like a recipe for danger. That is what the guys we know that's down there in that area that play. That's going to be a force to be reckoned with. You better bring your lunch pail when you play the Tri-County Crusaders.
All right. Now coming into number 8, the Carolina Bears.
Now that's the one I had a. This is where we know when it starts getting to that top 10, There's a little bit of like you want to have conversations about these. I would definitely switch
Absolutely.
places with 8 and 10 easily.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think what we had in the rankings today, guys, was a little bit of a distraction. 2 out of the 3 had the Outlaws over the Bears. The other person just did not have it. Like I said, the distraction we're doing it during the day. We're gonna make sure we get this ironed out whenever people have a little bit more time to respond. But yeah, we had a little miscommunication on that. But Bears still in that 8 to 10 rank right now.
So I would have Tri-County at 8, Outlaws at 9, Bears at 10. Tri-County got a history of I think they'll take out both of those teams. That's not a matchup I would want to see right there. I wouldn't want to see no 3 of those teams play each other.
Looking at one of those bowl games from this weekend, the 10
Yeah,
game.
I don't want to see that. I like to watch good football games. Good football games. Shout out for Mike Rogers coming back in. Miguel, sit back. We get down to the top 7. PJ Weaver got the Outlaws defense on point. Okay.
And real quick on the Bears, guys, they are in the CFA. They got kind of grouped in with the Atlanta team and the Union County Hornets. So we'll see how well they travel this season here in the CFA. But they did
gotta
make
go to the 8.
Yep, they did make the playoffs in the CFA spring. Lost a hard-fought battle to the Ducks, giving them a chance. But we are going to go ahead and move on to number 7.
The Wranglers.
Ha! The Carolina Red Devils, guys. They're going to be they're going back to the ACFA again. They won the championship out there. Yeah, I mean,
I'll tell you what, man, you can never count this team out, man. And if you ever played with or for Boone, man, he's very passionate about this game, man. He likes to reward his players that come to practice and do what they do. Man, he's a true, he really loves the game, man. He puts on a good pregame show that I've seen others try to do, man. But this dude's a real passion for the game. Had some pretty good successful seasons in other leagues. Fell short a few years last year, and came back and won that same league the following year. So that says something, man. That perseverance, man. Real good guy, man. Real good team. I like the class organization. They stick together. Definitely stick together.
Yes, sir. All right, moving on to number 6, the Fayetteville Commandos.
Ain't too much to say about that. Y'all sitting at 6. Do something about it if you're upset about that.
Yep,
you feel like you deserve to be at 6, stay there.
The north-south bowlers.
If you know, if you know 6 teams is better than you, I mean, prove it.
All right.
Shoot up.
Going to number 5, the trying to be the Buffalo Bills PD Vikings.
Let's go.
Obviously, CCFL team. They've been to the championship several times in a row.
Let's talk about
looking to get over that hump. Teamed up with the Sumter Sharks. Looking to bring some heat to the Carolina Thundering Herd this season.
Let's talk about this PD Vikings team right quick. Can they get over the hump?
Listen, they added some pieces. They added some high energy guys.
Can they get over the hump?
Mel Chapo, went there. He previously played there. We lost the championship and a very asterisk field championship that we lost, might I say. The absolute worst field conditions I've ever seen a football game try to be played on.
They've been in the last, 3, 4 championships?
Yeah. Very good organization. Shout out to Jay Charles the whole crew out there, man. Passionate players. They recently just lost a player, man. Good dude, man. He the shirt off his back. So I just want to see what PD comes out and do this year. I heard they lost the Virginia boys. So it's a thing going around. Can PD win without the Virginia boys?
Well, it looks like they traded in the Virginia boys for the Sumter boys. Yeah.
I got they did not team up with the Sharks. So I don't know who gave us that information, but yeah. I know who it was, but I'm not gonna say who it was. But hey, listen, this ought to be an exciting CCFL. It was normally you would just know it was gonna be PD and the Thunder and Herd in the championship. Now you got the Outlaws in it. You get
Hornets scratching.
The Hornets revamping, and the PD Vikings ready to Will said somebody said watch your mouth. So
say that again.
Your
Martinez said watch your mouth.
Your DB said watch your mouth, Will.
He lucky he's a friend of mine. Scary hours. He a friend of mine. I'll let that go.
All right. So
but yeah, PD Vikings, definitely a team they're working with and reckon with. Man, they on the cusp of finally pulling off winning that championship for that PD region. It's a race between them and the Chiefs, man. They kind of like in the same kind of region, that Darlington area. I would love to see who win the championship first. Both have been in several championship games, so they kind of they know what it takes to get there. Now they just got to get over the hump.
Back to back. I like to see the Chiefs play the Vikings.
Moving deeper into the top 5, number 4, the Carolina Predators out of the CFA.
Woo! The Carolina Predators.
Carolina Predators.
Mightiest heroes. Earth's mightiest heroes.
Now, guys, with this one, I mean, these top 4 were real close in voting. Predators just got edged out by like half a point, basically. So,
well, we have to take in considerations.
CFA, they're coming in the CFA again. Regular season champions. They were undefeated. Prior to that, they won 2 consecutive CFA champions and national championships, I believe. Or they won 1 and lost 1 nationals. Lost a heartbreaker to another CFA team this year, the RVA Tomahawks. Solid program, looking to reload. Added some more key pieces. They're looking to make some noise this year.
A few key pieces.
Definitely star-studded, but
mightiest heroes.
They gotta put that thing together. There's a little controversy said the schedule's favorite towards them, but hey, I'm just a messenger. I'm just reporting what I hear on the streets. But shout out to D-Top. They coming off a championship with the Idell County Warriors. Can he lead the Carolina Predators to a championship? And the SEC, that's what they call in this league, the SEC. Semi-pro football.
Definitely the SEC is semi-pro.
Loaded from the rooter to the tutor. Tutor to the rooter. Top to bottom. Loaded. So y'all know what these top 3 teams are going to be. Can somebody put the order in the comments? The last 3 teams. I'll give you a hint. The Wranglers
whoever gets it right before we post.
Breaking news, the Wranglers is not number 3.
Friday.
What are they going to do?
Well, they get lunch Friday. Whoever gets
there you go. That sounds like a plan.
So
somebody name the top 3 in the correct order. You got like 30 seconds to put in the comment section.
What we'll do, guys. So if you give us the top 3 in the correct order, you will have lunch on Friday in your Cash App. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a recap of what we have. I'm gonna give you all a chance to figure it out. So number 20, Rayford Royals out of the ACFA.
1 vote per person.
19, Triad Tigers, ACFA. 18, the SC Chargers of the CCFL. 17, the Wilson 49ers of CFA. 16, the SC Ravens of the CCFL. 15, Union County Hornets of the CFA. 14, Carolina Bengals of the CFA. Sorry, some of these comments are kind of Wally. The Warriors aren't in the fall, buddy. 13, Rockingham County Grizzlies
Stop helping
of
them.
the CCFL. I'm not helping them with the rank. I'm just they confusing me giving these rankings, guys. Carolina Punishers, number 12 of this ACFA. 11,
Carolina
County
teams,
Hornets, the
RBA
CCFL.
is Virginia.
Number 10, Triad Outlaws of CCFL. Number 9, Tri-County Crusaders of the CFA. Number 8, Carolina Bears of the CFA. Number 7, Carolina Red Devils of the ACFA. Number 6, the Fayetteville Commandos of the CFA. 5, PD Vikings of the CCFL. Number 4, Carolina Predators of the CFA. And
All right, hold on. Let me end it right here. End. So I'm gonna put end right there so I know when to stop. You got something on your comment end? Because I think we got 2 different comment sections.
I'm looking at it. I don't see nothing.
So I put end. I put END right here. So
Doesn't look like we have any winners though, guys. But we'll go over it right now.
we got a winner.
Do we?
Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead with the.
Oh, I see it. Yep. All right, number 3, the Fayetteville Ducks out of the CFA, coming off a championship in the CFA and a national championship at the Sunshine Bowl, looking to build on their successes, going into this fall and trying to repeat again.
Hey, great organization. A lot of brothers that play on that team. Real good friends of mine, man. You heard it earlier, man. Looking forward to battling them, and see what happens.
All right. Number 2, the Triad Outsiders, defending CFA Fall Champions. I went ahead and did number 1 as well.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Triad Outsiders defending CFA Fall Champions. Pedigree of a lot of championships in both the Nationals and the league. CCFL won the inaugural Fall CFA. Looking to just keep building upon that.
They had a little stumble against that Texas team, but I think that was almost the deciding factor on who was number 1. But the overall record was a big deciding factor also. And number 1 is your Carolina Thunder and Herd.
Two-time CCFL defending champions, 2-time national champions right now. Nothing much more to say besides a solid organization, solid team.
Shout out to Philly Brown and the crew, man.
Who's the last team to have beaten the Herd? Little trivia right here.
That's a pretty good question.
I know the answer.
I'm sure you do.
Who is the last team? Does anybody in the comments got us? We might give us another lunch thing.
And I think who was it? It was
had to be the O's.
Definitely was the O's.
And who
at Catawba.
KB, did you get the same person I did? Barfield?
Yeah.
Yep, Cornell Barfield is the winner of the
Hold on. I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah. Cornell Barfield is the winner of the lunch on Friday.
I'm so tired of Barfield's winning.
That motherfucker, hey, excuse my language, that dude be winning, man. That dude be winning, man. And the sheet's coming back. The sheet's coming back, Barfield. I want some of my money back.
Hey, but this is, like I said, this is our first week of the Carolina rankings. As of right now, this is the information we got. Once we get the CCFL stuff and all that good stuff going on, we will, have recaps and matchups going into each week. Have some special guests to come talk, and we'll kind of go from there, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching. I think we got up to like 35 at one point, but we've had a lot of people coming through. You guys, keep interacting with us, guys, helping us out. We'll get some unbiased people as much as possible, obviously, to help us with the rankings, and just keep growing this, guys. This is something we're doing for us, doing for you, trying to really bring our level of football to the next level.
Yes, and thanks for checking in. Like, share. We have a YouTube page. We're going to be putting game highlights, photos, recaps. We're going to try to do some in-game interviews if we have the time. But looking to grow this thing, man, and just have a little platform for us to, not talk trash, but just talk football sometimes.
Got any closing remarks, Will?
Just win, baby.
Again, thank you, guys, and we will see you next week.